Hello, beautiful ladies from one of extraordinary places here in Bulgarian. And I'm recording this video on a very personal request because one of my friends asked me, okay, Annie, what does it means to act more out of a feminine energy? How does this looks like? I understand in order to attract a high value man, or in order to have a man who is in his healed masculine energy, I should be able to radiate my healed feminine energy. But how should I do it? And today I have 5 traits of healed, radiant feminine energy for you that are easy to understand from my point of view. But the implementation depends on how much you truly want to integrate it in your life, and it depends to how much you have been operating in a male energy. And I can tell you why is this the problem. So I used to operate over 36, 37 years in a very strong male energy. I was this kind of power woman who was always finding solution for problems, who was creating career, who was working in a male dominated area, who was also managing the whole family and the whole vacation, where we go to vacation, where we go to eat, and so on and so on. I hope you can hear me good because there is some plane here. And I was always the one to manage, to operate, to give the direction. And for me that was I think when I reflected now was because I wanted to have this control. I wanted to be in control of the situation, because of the different things I have experienced as a child. So I was forced to become this power woman. And I can tell you something. Each power woman that you meet, behind her there is a story that made her so powerful, that made her tap so strong in this masculine energy. And it's not bad to be in a masculine energy. But what I have realized is if you want to have a very nurturing, beautiful, long term relationship where you feel the woman in the relationship and not the man, then definitely you need to learn to switch the energies from the masculine energies that you maybe operate at your business, in your career, or whatever, to the feminine energy. And just to know, I have made here some notes so I don't forget some of the traits that I want to share with you. So I'm gonna start with the first, that is very, very easy, but for me was very, very difficult to accept it, and it was the so-called joyful receiving. You might have experienced, that somebody comes to you, you are dressed very well, and tell you, wow, you look amazing, you look so beautiful. And I don't know how you act, but my reaction back there was mostly, thank you, you also look amazing. Or, oh no, it's nothing, so it's something cheap, or it's something that I buy 2 years ago, and so on. So what I've been thinking back there that I've done is that I also give gifts to the person, or I just didn't want to place myself on a higher position as the person, or I didn't feel so good by receiving this compliment. Okay, but what I actually did with my reaction is that, imagine the compliment that you are getting is like somebody is coming to your birthday and giving you a present, and you say, oh no, thank you, here, you can have it back. So you take away the joy for the person of giving you this present because you're not open to receive it. I wasn't open to receive it. It could be a compliment, it could be a gift. I've some years ago, when somebody gave me something, I felt obligated to give it back, or to make also a present to the person. Now I just say thank you. And I'm really then grateful, also the support. When somebody wanted to help me, I either didn't want to receive the support, or I wanted to give it back immediately in some kind of support that I can give them. And this is more this power woman attitude, when you give back, or when you are, ask yourself, are you often in this situation of overgiving, over taking care? Okay, I need to take care of everybody in my environment. I must give everybody something and I cannot receive. A true female energy is the energy of open, joyful receiving, and not overgiving, over supporting is a male masculine energy, and that is what you don't want to have in your relationship. And very often when we overgift is mostly when we say yes to somebody else, we say no to ourselves. So we stop nurturing ourselves, and we learn or teach ourselves that we are not as important as the other people. So it's very, very important first step to learn how you can joyful receive. And what happens with this is, and when you do it in the relationship, you give the gift of giving to your partner. So you allow him to give you, to support you, to be there for you. And masculine energy love this. It's amazing. So joyful receiving. The next trait, what is typical feminine energy, is to stand your feminine ground. What do I mean by this? Did you experience sometimes a situation where, for example, you go on a date and the date asks you, okay, where do you want to go? Or which restaurant do you want to pick? And you can say, okay, I love to go to Jopenia, or we can, I talk with my girlfriend and they recommend me an amazing restaurant here, like on the corner and so on, and I'd like to experience it. No, that is not a feminine energy. That is a masculine energy. A feminine energy is the one of saying what you like in this situation. And what I mean is stand your feminine ground in this case is the partner or your date try to act from a more of a feminine energy by asking you where you want to go, instead of already having a plan where to bring you. And if you want to allow your date, or maybe it's already your partner, to tap more into his masculine energy, then you need to double, you need to triple your feminine ground. What do I mean by this? When he asks you, okay, where do you want to go? Do you have some proposal for a restaurant? You can say, you invited me to a dinner, so you can pick up. You can choose where to go. What I can help you is, I like sushi and I actually like Italian food, for example. So you can give him some hints, some direction, but you don't give him the solution. That is very important. And what will happen in this situation is that the man will be then forced to tap more into his masculine energy, to search, to look for a solution. And imagine he pick up in a restaurant and then you go there, okay? And he take the risk to pick a restaurant without knowing whether you're gonna like it or not. So he is now willing to see whether this risk will get paid off. And when you go there and you like the food, you like the atmosphere, you like this, and you tell him, what it's gonna happen is that he gonna feel acknowledged in his masculine energy. He gonna feel even more in his masculine energy, because first you didn't step into your masculine energy, you stand your feminine ground. Second, you didn't save his ass. And third, he took a risk, and if the restaurant was very good, he even like win after taking this risk. So you gave him three possibility to increase his masculine energy instead of trying to save his ass. And that is so important to learn not to jump and to save them. And I can tell you from my personal experience, I have been doing this in every every of my relationship that I had, and it was mostly in the area of finance. When I saw that my partner was struggling with money and I've been earning more, then I jump in. I started paying partially the bills till I started paying fully the bills. And instead of him creating something amazing, because he get this support, he went more and more into his feminine energy, and I tapped deeper and deeper into my masculine energy till I was so exhausted that the relationship ended, so what I realized, because I wasn't standing my feminine ground, I didn't give him the chance to truly tap into the masculine potential, energy, power that he has. The third trait of a feminine energy is invitation instead of planning. So, like I just told you, for example, with the restaurant, you can tell him, hey, I like to go to a Chinese restaurant, or I like to have some burger, but without telling him exactly where to go. Okay, so imagine you want to go somewhere, uh, and maybe just to tell you something, the reason why I didn't want to tap into my feminine energy was because I thought feminine energy means weakness, means I cannot lead, I cannot speak out what is important for me, but instead of just following. And I can tell you, feminine energy is a very strong leadership energy. But the way how a feminine energy leads is completely different than a masculine energy, because the feminine energy, it leads by invitation instead of planning, instead of giving direction. It's just a different way. Okay, so it's more about pulling instead of pushing, instead of this hard pushing, what is a masculine energy. And what do I mean by creating an invitation? Imagine you want to go to a romantic wellness weekend with your partner. Okay, so you can maybe find some website, or your girlfriend can tell you, you know what, I was last week with my boyfriend here, and then you go to your partner and say, I want to go exactly to this hotel because I heard that it's amazing place for a wellness weekend, and so on. So you put all the details, and you can say, okay, have a look, we don't have any plans for next weekend, so let we go. That is like masculine energy. Feminine energy will be more about, hey, honey, hey, babe, I'm really looking forward to spend a beautiful wellness weekend with you somewhere. Can you organize this for us? What you are creating with this invitation is you are giving your partner a goal. You're giving him a task to achieve. And masculine energy loves to solve problems, loves to achieve goals, loves to have the chance to prove, how good they are in achieving these goals. So with this, you are giving him the chance to truly, surprise you. And also, he knows what you want without you telling him, so we're going there and we're doing this like this and this and this. And believe me, you will be surprised how creative your partner can be when you give him the opportunity. I remember my birthday 2 years ago. Um, my partner there, he has created three amazing days. I have created my birthday party at the evening, so like from the 19th of the 20th September, and after that he took care for my whole 20th September birthday and on also 21st, and he has creating a whole program. I had no idea what I'm expecting, and it was so amazing. And I can tell you, for me that was the best birthday that I have ever experienced, because I allowed to be delightful surprised, and he knew that for me it's important to celebrate this birthday in a very special way, and he knew what I like, so he truly made his mind what exactly to do, where to go, and how to experience. It was just amazing. And what you also, you can of course say, "Hey, babe, I want to go to have a sushi tonight. Let me go." You can say it, but way better way and where seductive and where like feminine energies to say, babe, I'm really craving sushi. Would you take me out for a dinner? Just listen how this sound. Would you take me out for a dinner? I can tell you, when you start talking like that with your partner, with your date, he will have only eyes for you, because you are tapping so much in your feminine energy that you are allowing him to tap into his masculine energy that he's so much craving. And now I come to the fourth trait that is very, very important for us, especially power women who have learned to take the organization of everything, to take care of every single details, to be very perfectionist. If you're like that, I used to be like that, to not let anything to the coincidence, to say this way. Now I'm gonna challenge you. Okay, when you create this invitation, when you let him organize all the things, now he's taking the risk to create all this one, and we need to learn, even if it's not as perfect as we would like to experience it. Dear power woman, take a breath in and exhale. Don't criticize him, but instead of heroicize him, tell him what he did well. Tell him what you have loved about the experience instead of what you have missed in the experience. I'm just looking here so I don't forget. So I know it's not always easy, but I can promise you, when you do this with each and every single time, your partner or your future partner, your date, will gain more and more confidence, and he will become more and more creative and more open to listen. What do you say in a just a normal conversation that you have? Maybe you come back home and you spoke with your girlfriend about this amazing weekend and wellness hotel, and then you say, you know what, the Jessica, she was there and they have such an amazing experience, and she told me that the pear massage was just an amazing, with after that like a milk bath with rose extract oils, and they have booked also this superior room, and so on and so on. So you just tell him what your girlfriend has told you, without even asking or telling him that you would love to experience it. And he will start noticing what you are saying, or maybe mentioning the ring that you have saw in this shop just by passing by. And he will notice this, and he will know by the next occasion how to surprise you. But when we criticize our partner, and I used to do this a lot, so I know exactly what I'm talking. I was like the queen of criticizing. He might have done like 1,000 things right and one thing's wrong. I will see it. I'm a Virgo, so I see everything what is out of perfectionist, of this perfection, of this what I like. And I will keep my focus there. And I can tell you, it wasn't very sustainable for my relationship. It wasn't also very sustainable for my emotional state of being, for his emotional state of being. And no matter how strong the man is, when we tap in our masculine energy, we just uh, push him in his feminine energy. He cannot stand his masculine energy when we step in our masculine energies. We repair because, imagine it's like a magnet. He's masculine, he's feminine, and they pull to each other. But when you turn around the magnet and you step into your masculine energy and your partner is in your masculine, then you start repealing. So if you ask still yourself why you're not getting this kind of masculine man who can take care of you, who can truly make you feel as a woman, then look how often you are acting out of your masculine energy instead of feminine, because you repel the true masculine man. And if you ask yourself why sometimes men takes women that are not so successful with businesses, they don't have so much, influence. They're not like this women who are of, I'm taking care of everything in my life. Exactly for this case. And I don't want to tell you shouldn't take care of, you shouldn't be successful, you shouldn't take care of the areas of your life. But in the relationship, you have to learn to tap into your feminine energy. And so now we go with the next fifth trait, the trait of feel safe. A feminine energy, a radiant through feminine energy. In order to um, express itself, needs a safe space. Because when we don't feel safe, we guard ourselves. We turn off our feminine side, or we hide it behind our masculine, because you become in the fight, you're getting into the fight or flight mode. So when we don't feel safe in a relationship, sometimes out of jealousy, sometimes out of abusive relationship that we might have experienced, sometimes because we have some experience in our childhood. It could be different. It's a very, very deep topic, so we cannot cover it here completely. But that is very important. And in order to attract a healed masculine energy man, you need to give yourself the feeling of safeness. And maybe two very short possibility how to do this one is, first, to learn to trust your true feminine intuition, your gut, that you're gonna pick up the right partner in your life. And what I want to say also is, even if in the past you have picked some not so safe partner, trust yourself that you are able to learn the lessons out of these relationships and to switch your energy, so the next partnership that you are entering will be a partnership where it will be the man that you desire to experience. So, like I said, trust your intuition that you're gonna find the right partner. And what is important for this is, don't fall in love with his potential. Don't put the pink glasses, but see the true character of the man. See the true traits of this man. Don't fall in love with his potential. That is easier it will be easier for you, because sometimes we accelerate the traits of a man because we fell in love into his potential, but not into the man that he's currently is. And I don't want to say that he's not able to develop this potential, of course, but it's 50-50 chance, you know. So you need to decide what you want to do. And the second one is trust also yourself that you will speak up when you feel something is not feeling right into the relationship. Feel has the trust within yourself that you will speak up and you will stand up for your values, for your boundaries. So it's very important to create and know what are your boundaries. And when you see that these boundaries are getting crossed, then you can warn when they get crossed again. You know, you can decide it maybe by the third time to cross these boundaries. You can say, I'm out of the relationship, because a partner who doesn't trust your boundaries is a partner who doesn't trust you as a person also, because the boundaries that you are creating are boundaries to serve you and not to be crossed over, you know. These are the 5 traits that I wanted to share today with you. Of course, there is still some more, but I think when you start implementing, even if you start with just one, don't try to implement all 5 at the same time. You know, sometimes feel done overwhelmed and we don't do anything at all. Pick one, maybe the one that has the easiest way to implement, or where you think it will give you and your partner or your future partner or the person you're dating will give the largest value out of this to go to the next level. And then when you truly integrate this trait, then you can move to the next one. So take it slowly, take it easy, don't be hard on yourself. You know, we power women who used to be in a very powerful or still are in very powerful masculine energy, we need to learn to be not so hard on us, because when we're too hard on us, we're also too hard on our environment and partner. That is what I told you in the last video. You know, when you be more in grace, in gratitude, less in judgmental with yourself, then you are also less judgmental with the environment, and that's also feminine traits, you know. And look, I want to show you how beautiful is here. It's like extraordinary. And what I have forgotten to share with you today, today's 8/8 Lion Gate, and I'm just recording this video on this day. Yeah, I'm sending the energy that I'm getting from this day on this place. It's one of the most powerful places here in Bulgarian. It's very beautiful, called Balintash. What I want to ask you is put in the comments which traits you like most and which traits you think for yourself will be most challenging. And of course, don't forget to like the video in order to help to get more viral and more women, more power women who are in so strong masculine energy can also start radiating the feminine energy within. And also, you can directly forward the video if you have somebody where you say, okay, this friend will definitely enjoy it. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any further video. And with all this says, thank you for your time. I'm so grateful for you being here, being willing to radiate your feminine energy and to create more beautiful and balanced life, because I think we need to be more feminine in our relationship. Because my personal experience was when I was too much in my masculine energy, and sometimes in your life you are starting feeling not good with yourself. Your body is telling this, your mind is telling this, your emotional body is telling this, and I don't want you to go to this situation. So have a wonderful day. Bye bye.